this is going to be my speech for 2009. I'm going to give you a little taste, well, pretty much me a little taste so I can look at it again and think, in a couple of years. This speech, well, you'll find out. First of all, I'd love to thank you for coming, and I would like to say that any Australians out there, you're completely welcome in our country. You know what? We love you so much, we would love you to win the Rugby World Cup. Oh, that's a bit of saddening that I'm really thinking. Because you know what I'm really thinking? How are you doing in Africa? You live over there. Why am I standing in front of you? Why am I talking to the camera? Why am I even writing this speech? I don't have to, it's not worth credits or anything. And to be honest, nobody likes to say it. No. I'm going to introduce a new concept. One that makes all of our lives a lot more interesting. Because, to be honest, reality just doesn't play an interesting part in our lives. No play cares about what Frank was wearing on Thursday and how Rachel put 2 coffees in a sugar. 2 coffees in a sugar. I don't even see this. Nobody even sees it. Yeah. Directors like to mix it up a little bit. That's why we like movies. So, when I was talking to Peter Jackson this weekend, as I do, as we all do on our Saturdays, he was telling me that he uses lies to just amp up your productions. And that's the truth of it. I present to you the greatest invention of all time. Lying. Lying makes you feel good. Lying, more importantly, makes those around you feel good. And when other people around you are feeling good, you reap the rewards. My first example. There is no way I would ever get away with telling my mother the truth. So, honey, how do I look? Oh, dear God, Mother, what the hell are you wearing? Your shoes don't match your shirt, and why are you even wearing a hat with that? That's weird. It looks like you've been pulled through a swamp backwards for 3 miles. Now, probably the best case scenario for what you're going to get out of that is an angry, a depressed mother, a mother with no self-esteem, and a mother that's definitely reluctant to do anything or drive you to the next party for another 3 days. So now, I will introduce to you the more sustainable, the less risky option, lying. So, honey, how are you? Wow, Mom! You're so different and rad. I mean, I can't keep up with your styles lately. I love your confidence. You can put such brave combinations together and into a style that is completely you. I mean, I personally couldn't pull that off, and it probably wouldn't suit me, but it really reflects your personality. Now, how about you show Dad? I'm sure he'll really love it too. That brings me to my second benefit of lying. Bobbing off the issue to somebody else. Now, my first piece of real advice would be dads are the best at it. They are experts in the art of deception. It's like a second language to them. Oh dear, this chicken is lovely. Burnt, you say? I didn't even notice. That brings me to my next point. Lying gets you out of sticky situations. Now, probably the best and most commonly used examples are here in school with homework. It's a really common example. It's an old school thing. I mean, lying to get out your homework was like around thousands of years ago, back when your parents were alive. But as time progressed, we sort of got a little bit better. We brought in the newest lying hybrids. Tactical heart tricks. The old, I'm sorry miss, I didn't do my homework, I had other homework which was also really urgent. Now, Mrs. Brown, my English teacher, I would really request that you block your ears. Because lying is like a magician's trick. Once you know what's going on, it sort of loses its magic. Now I'm going to introduce to you the tactical half-truth. Now this is the best response I have ever heard. Oh, Miss Farr, I'm really sorry. I really didn't do my English homework last night. I had a chemistry project that was due, and I really didn't have enough time to do it. I'm really sorry. I'll bring it in tomorrow. Now that was fine. I mean, is that even a lie? Is that just a useless example that I'm wasting your time with? See, nobody saw through it until I was sitting next to that same person at the period, which happened to be chemistry. Oh, I'm really sorry, miss. I didn't do my chemistry project because I had a really urgent English essay that I had to be done today, and I really didn't have enough time to do it. I'll bring it in tomorrow. Foolproof! Absolutely wonderful. Perfectly executed. Easy to follow. Now lying is a dependence tool, okay? An artist will only ever get the most colourful picture if she uses the colourful paint. I mean, you're not going to get a rainbow out of water, are you? And so your lying has to be inventive. And they need to be sustainable. There's no point making a painting on tissue paper. There are 4 steps and 4 secrets to a good lie. The first of which is the background check. Now you have to make sure that your lie actually has a little bit of something holding behind it. I mean, there's no point in saying, "Oh miss, I'm sorry I lost your phone. I was deep sea diving and an eel attacked me and it dropped to the floor and I had to flee so fast because I had poisonous spiders that were going to kill me." You spent the whole afternoon in class. They're going to know that you're lying. And you have to be careful with your lies because if you go too out there, it becomes a little bit unbelievable and cliche. Now, my second point is add emotion. Oh my god, I was so terrified and then I dropped the pen and it was so unstable and it was such a beautiful. When in doubt, get upset. Nobody wants to argue with an upset person because the human reaction is get upset, okay, go bye, see ya. The third point is never stick to your guns. When someone questions you about your life, don't go, well, why are you looking for it? Why would you even care? That's not even important. You don't even understand how upset I am about this pen. Methinks the lady doth protest too much. And my fourth point, and probably the most simple, the most obvious, and the hardest. You have to continue that lie all the way through. Lying is like a one-way street. Once you start driving down it, you have to follow it all the way to the end. Because if you reverse, you're just going to crash. Okay, admittedly, there are a few questions as to the morals about lying. But that I don't understand. I mean, there's always worries about weapons and stuff. It's like, well, they were bad because they had guns, but then we brought our good guys in with guns, and does that not mean that because they were a good person and good guns? I mean, that's, what's his name? Meshach or whatever? You know, the ends justify the means. I mean, if you're going to save little children in an orphanage, telling a few white lies about where their money's going doesn't really matter, does it? Oh, you're donating to a celebrity who's going to get much beautiful skin. But instead, I'm going to donate it to an orphanage. That's pretty good morals to me. You know what? I encourage these uplifting, butt-covering lies. They will, one, bring up your mother's spirits. They will keep your father out of trouble. And they will keep your homework justified when it's incomplete. Fourth, and most of all, they will keep you happy. Oh, how we love you. There's no flaws with your opinion. When you're lying, the world is your canvas. You can make it anything you want to be. I mean, most speech people are lying right now. I mean, 75% of statistics are made up on the spot, and 50% of speeches are fake. There's something better than a good lie.